Hey everyone, Etchr Lab sent me some new watercolor sketchbooks, and in this video I'm going to tell you what's new about them. This is the cloth-bound hardcover watercolor sketchbook, and this is the Perfect Sketchbook 2023 limited edition. Let's look at these ones first. These are called the Etchr sketchbooks, and they are available in portrait and landscape orientation in sizes A6, A5 and A4. And these are the new formats which at the time of making this video are not listed on their website yet, but I'm pretty sure the company will be selling them very soon. So this is a 6x6 inch square format sketchbook. This is 8x8 inches and this is 8x4 inches panoramic format. I've already reviewed the Etchr sketchbook many months ago, and I will link to that review in the video description below. The bottom line is these are good watercolor sketchbooks. This sketchbook has 52 pages of 230 GSM, 100% cotton watercolor paper that's suitable for mixed media use, and it's vegan friendly. This sketchbook is designed and made in collaboration with Etchr from Singapore, who happens to be a friend of mine. He is a professional artist and teacher. Almost 10 years ago, in 2013, it was really difficult to find watercolor sketchbooks made with 100% cotton, so Etchr decided to make one himself with the help of Burnt Artisan, another company from Singapore, and they launched the Perfect Sketchbook in 2014 on Kickstarter. Several years later, Etchr Lab took over the making of the Perfect Sketchbooks, and they also released the white cover ones as more affordable options. So these are also made with 100% cotton watercolor paper, just like the Perfect Sketchbook, but this is 230 GSM versus the 300 GSM paper from the Perfect Sketchbook. And this is the first sketch that I have in this sketchbook, drawn with pen and ink and painted with watercolor. So this sketchbook is able to handle watercolor quite well, and the colors look vibrant on the paper. The paper is thick enough so the ink will not go through the pages. The binding is tight so the water will not go into the gaps and go onto other pages. And this sketchbook can be opened completely flat, so you can draw across two pages very easily. These sketchbooks will come with cold press watercolor paper, which is the textured paper. I'm not sure if the company will release hot press versions in the future, and if you like hot press watercolor paper, do let the company know so that they can sell those versions as well. They have hot press for the portrait and landscape sketchbooks, but not for these new formats yet. I personally find portrait format sketchbooks to be quite challenging to use, probably because I do urban sketching and I usually sketch white scenes. So a square format sketchbook is actually more versatile because you can draw on a single page and it's a square format, which is actually, to me, easier to use compared to drawing on a portrait format. And you can draw across two pages and you get this landscape format. This sketch took me about 1.5 hours to complete, which is considered quite fast because this is a 6x6 inch sketchbook. If I'm going to draw the same scene on this larger 8x8 inch sketchbook, it's probably going to take me at least 2 hours to complete the sketch. And because I don't usually have that much time for sketching, nowadays I prefer to use smaller sketchbooks that I can fill up faster compared to larger sketchbooks. If you like to sketch panorama scenes, there is now this new panoramic format. So you can open the pages and you will get 4x16 inches, which is really wide. I'm going to keep this wrapped up because I want to give this out as a giveaway prize for our local sketchwalk participants. I have received many sketchbooks over the years from companies and I just cannot fill them up fast enough, so sometimes I will give them out as prizes for our local sketchwalks. And as much as I want to give out these sketchbooks to you guys while watching this video from overseas, the shipping from Singapore is just way too expensive. And now let's take a look at the Perfect Sketchbook 2023 limited edition. Only 1,000 copies are made for the cold press edition, another 1,000 copies for the hot press edition. So this is B5 size. This is only available in B5 size. That's the hot stamp branding on the PU leather cover. The first Perfect sketchbook launched in 2014 on Kickstarter was actually just A6 and comes with a grey cover, and now we have this big format. And this is only available in portrait orientation, unfortunately. The paper is 300 GSM. This is Fabriano Artistico watercolor paper, which is 100% cotton watercolor paper. And I actually prefer Fabriano Artistico over Etchr's, probably because when I started using high quality watercolor paper, I started with Fabriano. This sketchbook can be opened completely flat as well, and the binding is excellent. The binding is very tight. I'm not sure if you can see it, but there are 6 threading on the cutter. So this means the stitching, the binding will not become loose that easily with time and with constant flipping of the pages. One complaint that people have with the Perfect sketchbook is the Fabriano Artistico logo. The stamping is quite obvious on many of the pages. Now for the 2023 edition, the company Etchr Lab, they have pretty much removed all the Fabriano Artistico branding, the stamping. Okay, I can see one here. This one is not that obvious. The ones in the previous sketchbooks are really in your face. And notice the hand-torn pages. These are really nice. And there's also a big pocket here at the back. Alright, time for the shocker. Let me tell you the price. The Perfect Sketchbook Signature Series 2023 is US $74.99. So this is quite pricey. Now this includes international shipping but does not include import tax. And the number you see here can vary depending on your location and the currency. So I'm using a VPN to look at the US pricing. But if I load this web page here in Singapore without VPN, it's 102 Singapore dollars, and it's using the same currency sign. So the currency is not very obvious. The Square and Panoramic sketchbooks are not listed on the website yet, so I cannot tell you the exact pricing. But we can look at the landscape and portrait sketchbooks to get an indication as to how much the new sketchbooks will be. So for the A5 size sketchbook, it's $95 US for a bundle or a pack of 3. So each sketchbook is around $30 US. So my guess for the new sketchbooks is maybe 28 to 30 plus US for one sketchbook. So that price also includes international shipping but not import tax, and occasionally Etchr will have this coupon code for 10% off if you buy more than one bundle. 10 years ago, 100% cotton watercolor sketchbooks are difficult to find because they are quite rare, but 10 years later now, there are actually more watercolor sketchbooks that are made with 100% cotton. So I highly recommend you compare prices unless you really want to get this B5 format. If you have used the sketchbooks from Etchr Lab before, let me know in the comment section below, and let others know in the comment section below how you feel about the quality of their sketchbooks, because I would love to hear from you guys. Alright, thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye!